A little bit of revitalizing today, ready? Yeehaw! Woo! So in the beginning of last video, I don't know how to say this, I rebirthed you guys. I hope you guys are all good from that. You're enjoying your new life now. I'm really excited. It's been a long time since we've made Civic content. I've done a couple things to the Civic, but I haven't made much progress on it because I've been focusing a lot of my energy and time on the Skyline and then also the GTR. I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? This thing has been on the lift for way too damn long. I need to get everything done and it needs to roll basically so that we can bring it to Kevin to get the other turbo set up. I recently took a little bit of time. I didn't polish it completely, but I did make it look a little nicer. I did like a brushed aluminum valve cover, so I'm really excited about that. And then obviously last video you guys saw, we mounted my $100 turbo on the Civic. I've pretty much done everything I can, except for making the car a roller. Right now it has no axles in it, and the suspension is disconnected, so that's what we need to do today. For some reason, now I don't know how we got this out in the first place, but the lower control arm is seized. and I can't end up getting this in here without removing this little ball joint. I have a ball joint separator, but it's not working. So I'm gonna go to the store and I guess get an air hammer. I need to get that anyways, but the axle's just hanging out.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so a couple things. That lower control arm, this is not the very most powerful pickle fork, but I could not get that lower control arm off. So maybe with Ethan's more powerful tools, whenever we actually get it to his shop, we'll end up doing that. But I'm probably gonna end up upgrading axles or something like that anyways. So now the car actually rolls. Very awesome deal. So I'm gonna get it down, and then what we need to do now is clean out the car. As you guys saw a couple videos ago, I showed you that, well, we had a little bit of an accident when somebody was, they lifted it up. So I've got to take this out. I actually have some new Corbeau seats that I'm really excited to put in, and that should be about it before we get it on the trailer to go to Kevin's. Literally first time in months, the lift has been open. Oh, hallelujah. Oh my goodness, dude. This engine bay is going to look so cool. And look at all that room, dude. I know we don't even have like the radiator or anything right now, but oof, nice. Gotta be super careful that this thing does not like hit a bump and break. Uh-oh. Okay, the brakes still work. We're good. Okay, that's scary. You can't really break it much more than this, right? All right, so we got 4 little stinkers that are 10 mils right under here. Just had to plop up a little plastic thing. And now this thing is free to get put straight into the trash. Oh yeah, get that goodie, get the goods up. Oh, by the way, guys, does anybody want to buy these super mint seats? Oh. Don't sit on that. Oh, 3-pointer. We're gonna clean the rest of the interior out, make sure that it's safe to actually sit in, and then she'll finally be ready. I can sit in the car without getting a glass enema, and that sounds like a great idea to me. I've never really cleaned out the car, like looked and seen. It's like a yo-yo in here or something. Okay, how long is it? What is in here? What? Oh, dude, there is 40 yards of string under this. Oh, guys, never travel without your string. You never know what kind of situation you might run into. You're gonna need this. Also, never underestimate the power of the travel Band-Aid by Equate. Ooh, it's freaking greasy or something. Nasty. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got here? A love note? Paper clips, sheet protector, DS tape, and water. It's a freaking list of some. Oh, don't know what that means. You really find a lot out about your previous owner, going through and seeing what kind of crap they have all over the floor. Found some more goodies. There's guy, he wants a gas monkey. Oh, tequila. Black mirror nut. Maybe these are like code names of people that he needs killed. Ooh. Minimal stab wounds and a little bit of bleeding. I've got pretty much everything cleaned up and de-sharpified from the car. Dude, I've had these things for so long, I don't even remember exactly which one I've got. So, let's open them up and see whatever's in here. Oh, wait, did I get red seats? Whoa. Cool, Evan. That's a good choice. I got the nice reclining ones. I wasn't expecting me to turn the car into a race car, so might end up getting some fixed back seats pretty soon. But let's get crazy. Let's get stupid. Yo, I gotta say, I love Corbeau because every time I've ever installed their seats, I've never had any issues. They go straight into the car. I never have to do any drilling, modifying, or anything. Just works perfectly. Yo, yo, this is nice. I get the stock seats sat so high in my head. Even guys as short as I am, I was like almost hitting my head on the ceiling. So this is super nice. Oh man, these bolster me so well. This is wild, and I completely forgot that I got red, but it looks good. Let's check it out. Look at this, dude. That pops like crazy. That's awesome. Dude, big thanks to Corbeau for hooking us up with some seats. They're always good quality. They're comfortable. Then they're so easy to install, and they look so good in the car, man. Pushing a slammed Civic onto a trailer is not the idea. That's not the best. All right, so the plan was to get this delivered to Kevin's today, but he got super busy. It's not gonna happen, so I'm gonna end it with a few questions that I have from Instagram. If you guys wanna follow me, it's super easy to find me. It's just Evan Shanks. Evan like the name Evan, and then Shanks like multiple knives you can get in a prison. Like Sereno Garcia says, what wheel setup and specs do you currently have, and what drag setup do you wanna try? Right now, those are 16 by 9 with a 15 offset. I don't know if I've clarified that a bunch in the past videos, but I'm gonna end up getting rid of those. Initially, I wanted to do like a cheap hot boy build that was just like turbo, not very fast, but then we ended up going pretty crazy with going full out with the twin turbo build. And so now I wanted to get a drag setup, and what I'd like to do is do no negative camber all around, good suspension setup, get some big slicks for up front, just some regular, probably normal size tires for the back. I'd like to actually maybe mold the front fenders and get something really big through there. What's your goal for the quarter mile? I don't have a goal for the quarter mile. It'd be cool to break into the 10 seconds, but I'm not entirely sure what we can do with this turbo setup. Hopefully it's good, it works. It's not just a flex, it's not for no reason to be cool, but it actually ends up working. How much time and money have you put into it? Still at this point, I actually haven't put that much money into it. But you gotta realize that I haven't even started the fabrication process yet. It's probably gonna be a decent amount. I think I'll do a video at the very end to talk to you guys about how much it cost me to do this. But it's still being pretty budget conscious. At the end of the day, hasn't been too much money. When the motor goes full Nagasaki, do you plan on doing a K-swap spoolie? Eventually down the line, a K-swap would be sick, but we did build this motor and we have high hopes for it. I'm hoping that the rods hold up and that we can just have fun for a while on this setup. Abandoned Earth has asked, what is your biggest challenge with this build so far and why? I think the biggest thing was this car would have been running by now if the rods weren't so big. the motor had to come out so that Ethan could notch everything, and Ethan has a video for that if you guys haven't seen it. But we had to notch the block, and we had to notch the girdle below the block, and we had to do a lot of clearancing for these rods. I think that was the biggest challenge. Getting everything out and then back together has taken a lot of time. That's probably been the biggest challenge. As for the fabrication process, I would assume it's not going to be that difficult, just because a compound turbo works one way. Do you think this build is going to be worth the time and money? As long as you guys keep watching the videos and I have a smile on my face, it's always going to be worth the time and money. A lot of people are asking about horsepower and stuff. Numbers, I'm not exactly sure. I would like to see like a 400 would be awesome. Mid 400s would be sick, but then my valve train at that point would need to be replaced, and that's something that we've been working on. Sam Jackson asks, will the Civic blow up? That's the goal. The reason we built the motor is to not blow up. Whatever happens, I'm gonna have fun. I just really hope it doesn't, because wow, this is taking so long. Are you gonna convert it to all-wheel drive? Not with this setup, I don't think, unless the setup works really well. When we do K-Series, that'd be cool to do all-wheel drive. Why twin turbo, not single turbo? Because we did single turbo last time and that was fun, but I thought to myself this time, why not flex a little bit, have a little bit of fun, and do something unnecessary? Last question, the Car Junkie asks me, where'd you get the idea for doing a compound turbo setup? As far as I know, you are the only one. I will say, I think I'm the first person in the world to do it, at least on a D-Series, a compound turbo setup on it. Compound turbo is cool. So the idea was the turbo did not spool very quickly last time because it was a T3 on a 1.6 liter motor. And so I wanted to get a T25, a smaller one, to help spool the T3, assuming that works well. Ideally it should. Ethan was actually the one that came up with the idea. We're sitting there messing around and I had just mentioned, like, what if we did 2 turbos? And then he was like, compound turbo? And so, yeah, that's how it happened. Thank you guys for your questions. It's only been a few minutes and I have hundreds of questions. So I'm sorry if I didn't get to answer yours. This could have been you. This could have been you, bros. Follow my Instagram and I will love you back. Just kidding. I love you no matter what. I have some daily advice for you guys, I guess. Ooh, I had it earlier. What was it? It was in my brain earlier. I'm gonna say, calm seas do not make a good sailor. Calm seas do not make a good sailor. Bruce Lee actually made a quote that said, do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a tough one. And a lot of us, I think we expect to have this easy life, and anytime something bad happens, or something hard or rough happens, anytime the waters get choppy, we start thinking that we can't make it. Guys, the choppiness in the water is what makes you a good sailor. And if you don't get that analogy, the hard times in life is what defines you as a person, and it's what makes you so good at living life. It's honestly what makes your life. I have shared the verse from Romans with you that says, rejoice in your suffering, because suffering produces perseverance, perseverance produces character, and character produces hope 1,000,000 times. It's what my clothing brand is based off of as well. It is so important to ride the waves. It's important to endure the choppy waters, because that is what makes you a good sailor. I have a bee coming after me, so I'm gonna move, but I love you guys so much. Tomorrow, the plan for this is to drop it off tomorrow morning for me and get started on it immediately. Kevin's pretty busy. I'm hoping we can get this done in a pretty efficient manner, but we will see. Thank you guys for being a part of this build. This has been so much fun, and it's actually, I've never done anything quite as wild as this, so I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome. It sounds like you guys are too. Thank you guys for watching all of the update videos, but hopefully we'll have some big progress, shooting some flames and at the drag strip pretty soon. Peace out, and you guys have an amazing day. Dude, if you guys didn't know this, I have 2 videos right there you can watch. And what you should do is you should watch them, or I'm gonna poop my pants. I'm not gonna, that's a terrible idea. I'm not gonna do that, but you should watch the videos.